Of course, as soon as I turn on the camera, the dogs start howling. Hey y'all, it's Chelsea, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the thumbnail, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Heartstopper graphic novels. I originally planned to do a reading vlog for all of these on Easter Sunday, hence the cute little pastel-filled thumbnail, but that just didn't happen. So we're just going to chill in my dirty library, and we're going to talk about these. So to start off, I had previously read volumes 1, 2, and 3, and I read volume 4 for the very first time. The first two volumes, I have the UK editions, and they're just in like straight black and white. But 3 and 4, I have the US editions, and they have like this like greenish tint in them, which was really distracting when I first started because it threw me off so much, but I actually liked it. I felt like it just gave a little bit more. I gave volume 1 4 stars, volume 2 3 stars, and volumes 3 and 4 5 stars. I know that there is still one volume yet to be released, and I really wish that it was out so I could do all of this together, but the Netflix show comes out tomorrow. So I really wanted to get this up before then, just to jump on that hype bandwagon. Volume 1, I remember reading this for the first time, and I thought that it was just the most heartwarming thing that I had read in a really long time. Upon reread, I liked it a little bit less. So if you aren't familiar, Heartstopper follows Charlie and Nick as they meet, become friends, and fall in love. If you love mutual pining, this volume is definitely for you. What I can say, the art style, it's very simplistic, but the way that Alice Oseman panels it, I just love it, and it feels so authentic and realistic, especially when she's going into the characters' like thought processes. Like a lot of the times I've felt these things myself, and it's just so crazy how she's able to put that in graphic novel format and for it to just still resonate so deeply. And I really loved it. It was so good. I highly suggest starting this series. Volume 1 should not disappoint. Volume 2, on the other hand, is my least favorite in the series. This is when Nick and Charlie have really cemented their relationship, and it didn't really do it for me. It wasn't my favorite. We deal a lot with the characters, more specifically Nick, coming out as bisexual and just the journey he goes through, and it wasn't my favorite. I don't know why. It wasn't my favorite. I just didn't really like it. This one's kind of forgettable, and I just read it like yesterday. We do get more into the side characters, like some of their teachers and their friend groups, and that was really fun, and I really appreciated it for that. Edition also has a Tara and Darcy short story in it, and I love them. They're the lesbians of the group, and they're my favorite part. I feel like if it wasn't for the side characters in this one, I probably would have rated it even lower. Like, it was still good, and you should definitely read it, especially to continue on, but it just didn't do it for me. The side characters in this one are great. Charlie's sister Tori is one of my favorite characters, and she just is such a good big sister. I know Alice Oseman has, I think it's Solitaire is like Tori's story, and I really want to read it because Tori is one of my favorites, and I feel like Darcy and Tara need their own story. So Alice Oseman, I'm waiting. Tara and Darcy, I want to know. I really don't have much else to say about it, unfortunately. Volume 3. I gave this one 5 stars. I love this. So Nick and Charlie, they're like already established as a couple. They are standing up for themselves more when people are being homophobic or just really douchey, which is great to see. We love to see it. But in this one, they and their friend group, they all go on like a class trip to Paris. You get to see so much more of them as a group and just exploring and being cute and wonderful, and just all the queer representation is just beautiful. I need more queer friends. Like, hit me up in the comments below, like, for real. It was just so cute. I loved it so much. These side characters, dude, like, I cannot even tell you. I love Nick and Charlie along with everybody else, but I fall more in love with these side characters in every volume. I just wanted to go to Paris, and I felt like my experience would be very similar if I went to Paris in high school and I had this close-knit group of queer friends, and it's just, I was living out my teenage fantasy in this book, essentially. It was just something I didn't know I needed, and I loved it so much. This one might actually be my favorite, even though I also gave volume 4 5 stars, but this one was just so good. It just, every single character in here is reading radio silence. But I just think it's so funny because it's like this book is being passed around while they're on their trips, and it's like you do those self plugs. I thought it was so funny. You see like Charlie's bookshelves and radio silence is on there, and then you see like, I think it's 3 or 4 side characters throughout the trip where they're just like chilling reading radio silence. And it's funny because out of the Alice Oseman books that I've read, I don't like radio silence. And it was a nice touch, and it was something that I could appreciate even though I don't like that particular novel. So it was so cute to see that they're just like passing around radio silence through this whole trip. I like to think that they're just passing it around. They could all just have their own copy, but I really like to think that Charlie brought it on his trip because he loves to read, and that he just lent it out to all of his friends and they all read it while they were in Paris. Lastly, we have volume 4. This one focuses a whole lot on mental health, specifically Charlie's mental health. I really love the message where it's like, love can't cure mental illness, which I think is just such important representation to have. I myself struggle with mental illnesses, not the same as Charlie does, but the similarities like of just like stress and anxiety and depression, I could really feel for him in those moments. And I loved Nick's relationship with his mom, and his mom just telling him like, darling, I know that you love this boy, but you cannot fix him. You can support him and be there for him, but you cannot fix him. I love Nick's mom. Because Nick is just like, he's distraught because he doesn't know what to do. So he asks his mom, like, well, how? Like, how do I help him? And his mom says, well, there are a lot of ways. You can just be there to listen, to talk, to cheer him up if he's having a bad day. And on the bad days, you can ask what you can do to make things easier, standing by his side, even when things are hard, but also knowing that sometimes people need more support than just one person can give. That's love. And I loved that. Definitely feel like media, especially movies, they make it seem like once you find the one, all of your problems are going to go away because you have that one person. And I can attest that I have found the one, but I still have to live with my mental illness every day. It is so much easier having somebody by my side while I'm going through those things, but it doesn't fix the problem. And it was just so heartwarming to see. I feel like a lot of this volume is told through Nick and Charlie's like journal entries, so it felt a little light, but it deals with a lot. And again, we get more of the side characters. I love them. And like Tara and Darcy, like, I can't gush about them enough. Like, they are my OTP, and they're not even the main character. It was really sweet. You can clearly see how much Alice Oseman loves these characters. Like, you can see it on page, like all the care and effort and love that goes in, hello Tita, that goes into every single panel. Like, she has such talent. So I really don't know how comprehensive all of this was. I really didn't want to give like a lot of spoilers because I feel like the Netflix series is going to be a lot of people's first time with this story, but just know that it's incredibly heartwarming. All the characters are phenomenal. The paneling and the art style is breathtaking, and you will just really come to love and adore these characters. And it's not just a fluffy romance. Like, it is definitely a fluffy gay romance, which we love to see it, but it deals with so much more. And I feel like volume 5, when it does finally come out, is just going to make me sob. And I just know that this is a series that I'm going to return to over and over again. And I recommend it to absolutely everyone. Something in this story for every kind of reader. Y'all need to read it. You need to read it. Even if you don't like the adaptation, I still recommend picking these up. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're queer or straight. Like, it doesn't matter. There's something in here for everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this video and listening to me gush, Tita, and listening to me gush about this series. I hope y'all pick it up. I hope y'all enjoy it. I can't wait for everyone to watch the Heartstopper adaptation. If y'all want to see my reactions towards the show, let me know in the comments down below. And I can film like a follow-up down in the comments if y'all would be interested in that. I'd love to talk to y'all down there. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. I am still trying to get to 50 subscribers, so just show me a little bit of love. I'm almost there. And I will see y'all soon for a new video.